husband splashed water on the dress I was going to wear to my brother's wedding because he thought it was too revealing. I'd spent 3 weeks picking that dress. Dusty rose, fitted at the waist, knee length. My mom cried when she saw it on me at the boutique. She literally teared up and said I looked like a woman who knew exactly who she was. I bought it that same afternoon and didn't second guess it once. I'd been looking for something like it for months. Every other option I tried was either too stiff, too casual, or felt like something a woman twice my age would wear to a church potluck. This one was different. I felt like myself in it. Actually like myself. My brother and his fiancée were having a small venue wedding. Maybe 60 people. All family and close friends. No dress code beyond celebrate with us. It wasn't some black tie affair. People showed up in sundresses and linen blazers and nice jeans with blazers. It was that kind of wedding. Relaxed, personal, the kind where the speeches go long because everyone actually has something to say. I wasn't planning to show up in something scandalous. I was planning to show up looking like I actually tried. For my brother. For the photos we'd have forever. My husband saw the dress the week before when I pulled it out to steam it. He made a face but didn't say anything real. Just a noise. The kind of noise that's technically not a complaint but is absolutely a complaint. I asked him if he had a problem with it. He said he wasn't sure about the back. I said it was fine. He went back to his phone. I figured the conversation was over. I've spent 6 years in this marriage learning which battles are real and which ones dissolve on their own. I thought this was the second kind. It wasn't. The morning of the wedding, I was up early. Did my hair in soft waves, the kind that take an hour and start falling out by the time you get to the venue, but you do them anyway because they look good in photos. And this was one of those days worth doing them for. Put on a little more makeup than usual. Spritzed on the perfume my brother gave me for my birthday 2 years ago because I'd been saving it for a day that felt special enough. I stood in front of the mirror and I felt ready. Not just ready to go to a wedding. Ready to be in my brother's wedding photos. Ready to be in the background of every picture someone takes that he'll look at for the rest of his life. My brother is my closest person. He has been since we were kids. This day mattered more to me than I knew how to say out loud. I walked out of the bedroom in the dress and my heels, and my husband was already in the living room in his full suit, completely ready. And he looked at me and just stopped. Not the kind of stop that means you look good. You're not wearing that. I told him it was a knee-length dress to a family wedding where everyone already knows me. I told him nobody there was going to have a problem with it. He said it wasn't about other people. It was about him, and he'd told me how he felt, and I hadn't listened. I reminded him that one vague noise of disapproval while he was on his phone a week ago was not the same as telling me how he felt. He said I was being difficult. I said I was leaving in 10 minutes. He told me I was being selfish. I told him I was being a sister. He said if I walked out in that dress, I was disrespecting him in front of his family. I pointed out that it was actually my family. He said that wasn't the point. I turned around to grab my clutch off the side table, and then I felt it. Ice cold water. A full wave of it, hitting my back and shoulders all at once, soaking through the fabric in 1 second flat, running down my arms, dripping off my fingertips. It hit so fast my body just froze. I didn't scream. I didn't move. I just stood there for a moment, completely unable to process what had just happened. I turned around slowly. He was holding our kitchen pitcher, the big glass one we keep on the counter, just standing there holding it, completely calm, not panicked, not regretful, calm, like he'd made a decision and executed it and was now waiting for me to catch up. Now you have to change, he said. I couldn't speak. I couldn't find a single word. I just stood there on the hardwood floor, soaking wet, mascara running in lines down my face, the dusty rose fabric soaked through and dark and clinging to me, the dress I spent 3 weeks finding, the morning I spent an hour putting together, the perfume I'd been saving. He set the pitcher down on the counter, deliberately. Then he picked up his keys and said he'd be waiting in the car, like I was the one holding things up. He said it on his way out the door, said he was protecting my dignity, said I'd thank him for it later. I stood in that kitchen alone and soaking wet, and I listened to his car door close in the driveway, and I missed my brother's ceremony, and he still has not apologized, not once.